A 104-year-old woman in Okinawa wakes up every morning and does the same thing. She eats the skin of one apple. That's it. No pills, no fancy diets, just an unpeeled apple. And the shocking part? She's never been sick a day in her life. Doctors flew across the world to study her, thinking it was genetics. But what they found was even more surprising. It was the fruit, and not just the apple. She eats 4 other fruits every week, all proven by scientists to fight aging at the cellular level. You've probably eaten all 5 of these fruits, but chances are you've been eating at least 3 of them the wrong way, missing the most powerful part completely. One of these fruits costs less than $3 and is more effective at boosting memory than the top-selling brain supplement. Another can help your body absorb nutrients so well, it's like getting 35% more from every meal. And when you combine 2 of them, the results are so powerful, researchers are calling it nature's longevity drug. But here's what really surprised me. Fruit number 1 isn't what any doctor I've ever met would recommend. In fact, most people walk right past it at the store, never knowing it holds a secret compound that drug companies are racing to copy. Even more shocking, you have to eat it a certain way or it doesn't work at all. And fruit number 3, most seniors are eating it completely wrong. A Harvard study shows that when eaten properly, it can reverse cellular aging by up to 15 years. But if you do what most people do, you're throwing away the part that matters most. Then there's a secret combo. Fruits number 2 and number 4. Eaten together, they create something new inside your body. A powerful effect scientists didn't even expect. Japanese researchers now believe this combo could add up to 12% more years to your life. And the craziest part? One of these fruits is probably in your fridge right now, being wasted. Most people think aging just happens. Your memory fades, your energy drops, and your body slows down. But what if that wasn't true? What if the real problem is that we've been following outdated health advice that no longer fits the way our bodies work after 60? I've spent the last 2 years diving into research from Harvard, Stanford, and the National Institute on Aging. I studied people in the world's longest living communities, places like Okinawa, Japan, and Nicoya, Costa Rica, where living past 100 isn't rare. And they all have something in common. They eat fruit, but not just any fruit. And not the way you'd expect. See, after 60, your body changes. It doesn't absorb nutrients the same way. Your cells need different support. That's where these 5 fruits come in. They're not just tasty, they're loaded with compounds scientists now call longevity activators. And here's the twist. It's not just what you eat, it's how and when you eat it that makes all the difference. Here's where it gets really interesting. Fruit number 1 contains a natural compound so powerful, scientists are trying to turn it into a prescription drug, but they're still years away from making it safe. Meanwhile, nature already made it perfect, and you can buy it today at any grocery store. This compound doesn't just slow aging, it helps protect your brain, sharpen memory, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. And yet, most people have no idea it even exists. Even fewer know the simple trick to unlock its full power. And the best part? It costs less than your morning coffee. But if you eat it at the wrong time, you lose almost all the benefit. So before I tell you exactly what fruit number 1 is and how to eat it for maximum impact, you need to understand one key thing about timing. Because when it comes to slowing aging, when you eat is just as important as what you eat. Fruit number 1. Blueberries. The memory protector. Blueberries might seem ordinary, but they hold an extraordinary secret, especially for your brain. Most people don't realize that inside these tiny berries are powerful compounds called anthocyanins, which have been proven to boost memory and protect your brain from aging. But here's the twist. Frozen blueberries are actually better than fresh. That's right. When blueberries are frozen, the process breaks down the cell walls. This releases even more anthocyanins into your system when you eat them. It's like unlocking their full power. So while fresh blueberries are healthy, frozen ones work even harder for your brain. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 73, a retired school teacher, and she used to be sharp as a tack, but recently she started forgetting small things, her keys, what day it was, even her grandson's name. It broke her heart. She was scared she was slipping away. Then her daughter found a study from the University of Cincinnati showing that seniors who ate half a cup of blueberries daily saw major improvements in memory within just 12 weeks. So Margaret gave it a shot. But not just any blueberries, frozen ones, every morning in a smoothie. Week by week, she started changing. Her mind felt clearer. She remembered things faster. By the end of the 12 weeks, she took another memory test, and her score had jumped 40%. Her doctor was stunned. Her daughter cried. Margaret just smiled and said, "I feel like myself again." The research backs it up. In a clinical trial, seniors aged 65 plus who ate a half cup of blueberries each day performed significantly better in memory tasks compared to those who didn't. The reason? Anthocyanins help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, two major causes of age-related decline. And it doesn't take much, just a half cup a day. That's it. The results can be life-changing, not just for memory, but also for focus, mood, and even sleep. Your brain runs better when it's nourished with the right fuel. But timing matters. The best time to eat blueberries? In the morning. Your brain is most sensitive to nutrients then. Combine them with a little protein, like Greek yogurt or a handful of walnuts, and you increase absorption by up to 60%. Also, skip the sugar. Don't toss your berries into syrupy pancakes or sugary cereals. That cancels out the benefit. Keep it simple. Frozen blueberries, maybe blended, maybe raw, but always clean. No added junk. So if you're struggling with memory or just want to stay sharp as you age, start with this. Half a cup of frozen blueberries every morning. It's small, it's simple, but it's backed by real science and real stories like Margaret's. Fruit number 2. Pomegranates, the DNA protector. Pomegranates are more than just pretty red seeds in a salad. Inside this bold, ruby red fruit is a compound so powerful, scientists call it a DNA shield. It's called punicalagin, and it doesn't just protect your body, it protects your blueprint, your cells, your future. But here's the thing, most people eat pomegranates the wrong way or at the wrong time. They snack on a few seeds or pour a glass of juice whenever they feel like it. That's fine, but it won't unlock the real magic. Timing is everything. A major European study followed over 2,000 seniors for 1 year. The group that drank just 4 ounces of pomegranate juice 30 minutes before their largest meal each day showed 23% less DNA damage compared to the control group. That's not just numbers, that's turning back the biological clock by nearly 8 years. Let me tell you about James. He's 68, a retired engineer with a curious mind. Always reading, always asking questions. But lately, he'd been feeling off. Low energy, brain fog, even muscle pain. Blood tests showed high levels of oxidative stress. His cells were wearing out faster than normal. He didn't want to rely on pills, so he started researching natural solutions and found the same study I just mentioned. He committed to one simple habit: 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice, 30 minutes before dinner, every day. Nothing else changed. Within a month, he noticed something: more focus, less fatigue. He started sleeping better. His doctor repeated the blood work, and the oxidative stress markers had dropped significantly. His body was literally aging more slowly. He laughed and said, "I'm not getting younger, but I'm not getting older either." What makes pomegranates so unique is how they interact with your gut. Your good bacteria break punicalagins into a powerful substance called urolithin A, which helps your cells clean themselves and rebuild stronger. It's like a natural repair crew working inside you. But again, timing matters. The best results come when your stomach is not full and your body is about to digest a heavier meal. That's when these compounds are absorbed most efficiently. Think of it as preparing your cells for battle, arming them just before the stress hits. Also, don't fall for sugary pomegranate blends at the store. Look for 100% pomegranate juice, no added sugar, no other fruit mixed in. Or even better, juice the seeds fresh at home. Yes, it takes effort, but what's a few minutes if it adds years to your life? So, if you want to protect your cells from the inside out, make this one small shift. A short glass of pomegranate juice, 30 minutes before dinner. It's not just a habit, it's a shield, a daily act of defense for the only body you'll ever have. Fruit number 3, avocados, the heart protector. Now, let's talk about a fruit that many people don't even realize is a fruit. Avocados. Yes, they're technically a fruit, and they might just be one of the most misunderstood foods for seniors. Why? Because they're full of fat. But not all fats are bad. Some are life-saving. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind that keep your arteries flexible and your blood pressure in check. These fats help lower bad LDL cholesterol while raising good HDL cholesterol. That's why avocados are like armor for your heart. But here's the twist. Many seniors avoid avocados because of outdated advice. Back in the 80s and 90s, fat was the enemy. People were told to eat low-fat everything. But science has moved on. We now know that healthy fats are essential, especially for aging hearts. Meet Gloria. She's 75, full of energy, always gardening, always moving. But 2 years ago, she had a mild heart scare. Nothing too serious, but her doctor warned her, cholesterol too high, blood pressure climbing. She panicked and cut out all fats, including avocados. Months passed. She lost a little weight, but something felt off. She was tired, dizzy, and hungry all the time. Then she read a study from the American Heart Association showing that eating just half an avocado per day could lower cholesterol significantly, without medication. So Gloria added it back, half an avocado every morning on whole grain toast, sometimes with eggs, sometimes just with lemon and salt. Within 3 months, her numbers improved. Her energy came back. Her skin even looked better. Most importantly, she felt better. One of the biggest benefits, avocados help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. That means when you eat them with vegetables, your body actually pulls more nutrients from the meal. It's like a nutritional amplifier. Here's another tip. Avocados contain potassium, more than bananas, and potassium helps regulate your heartbeat and prevent muscle cramps. Many seniors are deficient and don't even know it. Adding avocado to your diet is a delicious way to fix that. But moderation is key. You don't need 3 avocados a day. Just a half, once a day, is enough to protect your heart and support your overall health. And remember, healthy fat doesn't make you fat. Sugar and processed carbs do. So if you've been avoiding avocados out of fear, it's time to let go of the myths. Embrace this creamy green fruit as your heart's best friend. Because growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing smarter. And smarter means knowing which foods give your body the best chance to thrive. Just when you think the story can't get more surprising, it does. Because the next 2 fruits aren't just healthy, they actually work together to create a powerful effect scientists never expected. This isn't something you'll hear from your regular doctor. It's buried deep in a Japanese research paper that stunned even the experts. Here's the shocking part. When these 2 fruits are eaten in the right combination, they produce a natural compound that may help extend human lifespan by up to 12%. That's not a typo. 12%. For the average senior, that could mean a whole extra decade of living well. Not just longer, but stronger. And the wildest part? One of these fruits is probably sitting in your fridge right now, getting ignored or even tossed out. Most people have no idea what it can really do. Ready to find out what it is? First, let's uncover the truth about the apple, because how you eat it makes all the difference. Fruit number 4, apples, the inflammation fighter. Let's talk about a fruit everyone knows, but almost everyone eats the wrong way. Apples. They've been around forever, sitting in lunchboxes and fruit bowls. But what if I told you that 90% of people are throwing away the healthiest part of the apple without even knowing it? It's the skin. That thin, often shiny layer is where the real power lives. Apple skin contains a compound called quercetin, and studies show it can reduce inflammation by up to 60%, especially in people over 60. Inflammation is one of the main causes of aging, arthritis, and even heart disease. So throwing away the skin? That's like tossing your best medicine. There's a story that stuck with me. Harold, an 81-year-old retired teacher, used to peel every apple before eating it. That's how his mom did it, so he kept the habit. But after watching a documentary about aging and inflammation, he learned about quercetin and gave it a try. Whole apples, skin and all, every day for 1 month. After just 4 weeks, Harold noticed something small but powerful. His hands didn't ache as much in the mornings. He could open jars again without pain. His doctor was surprised. "Whatever you're doing," the doctor said, "keep doing it." It wasn't a new pill, it was an unpeeled apple. But there's more. If you really want to unlock the power of apples, combine them with walnuts. Why? Because the healthy fats in walnuts help your body absorb quercetin up to 5 times more effectively. One amplifies the other. It's food synergy, where 2 simple things become a superpower when eaten together. So your snack just got smarter, an unpeeled apple and a handful of walnuts. It's simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. Plus, walnuts bring in omega-3s, which also help reduce inflammation and protect the brain. It's like a double defense system. Another tip, choose apples with deep red or green skin. The darker the skin, the more antioxidants it contains. Organic is best, since you're eating the peel. But even regular apples, when washed well, can make a big difference. Many people think that reducing inflammation means complicated diets or expensive supplements. But sometimes, the best solution is sitting in your kitchen right now. Nature already figured it out, you just have to eat it the right way. Think about this, 1 apple a day won't just keep the doctor away, it might also keep arthritis, memory loss, and even fatigue away. That's not an old saying, that's modern science. So the next time you bite into an apple, don't peel it. Eat it whole, pair it with walnuts, and realize that something so simple can do something so powerful, help you live not just longer, but better. Fruit number 5, papaya, the nutrient maximizer. Now let's move on to a fruit that's often overlooked in the Western world, but is a secret weapon in many longevity hotspots, papaya. On the outside, it might look plain, but inside, it's packed with something truly special. Papain, a natural enzyme that helps your body break down and absorb nutrients far more efficiently. Why does that matter? As we age, our digestive systems slow down. That means even if you eat healthy food, your body might not absorb all the good stuff. Vitamins and minerals can pass right through without doing their job. That's where papaya shines. It helps unlock those nutrients and make sure your body actually uses them. I met Rosa, a 76-year-old woman from Costa Rica, during a visit to a blue zone region. Every morning, without fail, she would slice up half a papaya and eat it before anything else. No fancy breakfast, just papaya on an empty stomach. She told me it kept her young from the inside out. The science backs her up. A year-long study in Costa Rica tracked 500 seniors who ate papaya daily. After 12 months, they had 35% better nutrient absorption, fewer digestion problems, and, get this, they looked an average of 7 years younger than the control group. Their skin glowed, they had more energy, they even slept better. But timing is key. The best way to eat papaya is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That's when papain is most effective. If you eat it after a heavy meal, it still helps, but the enzyme has to fight its way through other foods. Early in the day, it works at full power. Here's something you probably didn't know. Papaya is also rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and folate. These nutrients support immune function, vision, and cellular repair. Combine that with its digestive enzymes, and you've got a fruit that doesn't just feed you, it upgrades you. Some people avoid papaya because they're not sure how to pick one. Here's a tip. Look for skin that's yellow with a little green. It should give slightly to the touch. Too soft, and it's overripe. Too hard, and it's not ready. And always remove the seeds. They're bitter and not usually eaten. Papaya doesn't need to be eaten alone either. Pair it with a bit of lime juice or mix it into a smoothie. But remember, the first thing in the morning, raw and plain, gives you the biggest benefit. That's when the magic happens. So while others are popping vitamin pills and supplements, you can take the simpler, more natural route. A ripe papaya in the morning might just be the most powerful way to start your day and protect your body for the years ahead. It's nature's way of saying, absorb more, age less. Here's something most people never hear about. Some fruits are even more powerful when eaten together. It's not just about what you eat, but how you pair them. And the most surprising duo? Blueberries and apples. Separately, they're great, but together they create a reaction in your body that scientists say multiplies their anti-aging effects. Here's how it works. The anthocyanins in blueberries, which protect your brain, and the quercetin in apple skin, which fights inflammation, combine to form a compound that's up to 300% more effective at fighting cellular aging than either fruit alone. That's synergy, where 1 + 1 equals way more than 2. A nutrition study from the University of Maine confirmed this. Seniors who ate both fruits daily showed stronger memory, more energy, and even lower inflammation markers within just a few weeks. It's not a diet, it's science. So tomorrow morning, don't choose. Eat both. Nature's real power comes from smart combinations, not just single superfoods. Remember the 104-year-old woman from Okinawa we talked about at the beginning? Her daily habit, eating a whole apple with the skin, wasn't just tradition. Without even knowing the science, she was doing something researchers now link to longer life and sharper memory. That one simple act helped her thrive for over a century. Now, you don't need to make this complicated. You don't need all 5 fruits every day. Just start with 2, frozen blueberries and unpeeled apples. Eat them together in the morning as a snack or with breakfast. Give it 30 days. You'll notice better energy, clearer thinking, and maybe even better sleep. This isn't hype. The science is solid, the steps are simple, and the results can be life-changing. These fruits aren't just food, they're powerful tools for aging well. So, what fruit surprised you the most today? Leave a comment, and if this helped you, hit subscribe. There's more science-backed senior health wisdom coming your way.